Good morning, everybody. Today I will be taking here the lysogenic development of phase, T4 lysogenic development of phase. Myself, Dr. Shama Epik from Swami Shri Swarupanand Saraswati Mahavidyalaya, Hutku, Bhilai. In my previous lecture, I have told you about the lytic cycle. This topic, the lysogenic cycle, will be dealt under the headings Introduction, Structure, Lysogenic Cycle, Significance, and the reference which I have taken. As I have told you previous also, that the T4 bacteriophages are the bacterial viruses. It is made up of bacteria plus phagin. Phagin means to develop to eat quickly. Order, it belongs to order Cordovirales and family Myoviridae. In 1896, E.H. Hankett reported that water of Ganges had antibacterial action against cholera. Fauch in 1915 confirmed the presence of bacteria eating viruses, which kills the viruses which kills the bacteria and are useful for us. These viruses are, these T4 bacteriophages are non-enveloped. They have contractile tail, linear double-stranded DNA. It is made which is enclosed under the protein capsid, and they infect the colon Bacillus E. coli. The structure of the bacteria consists of head and tail. It is made up of the two parts, head and tail. Head and tail are being joined with the help of neck and collar. The head is made up of capsid, which is formed by the different proteins. Almost about 36 types of proteins are being found, and the head consists of the double-stranded DNA. Neck and collar attaches the tail with the head. Tail is consisting of a base plate and tail fibers and pins or teeth in the base plate. The tail fibers are used to attach at the surface of the bacteria, whereas the pins and the teeth, they helps in penetrating in the hair, are helpful to penetrate the genetic material from the head to the bacteria. T4 types of life cycle. There are two types of life cycle of the bacteriophages, that are the lytic virulent cycle and the lysogenic temperate cycle. In the lytic virulent cycle, and I discussed earlier that the viral DNA is free inside the bacterial cell, and it causes the lysis of the bacterial cell, and the virions are released. Whereas in lysogenic cycle or the temperate phases, the viral DNA gets attached with the bacterial DNA, and it replicates along with the bacterial DNA and completes its life cycle along with the bacteria. When a trigger or induction is achieved, it then gets separated and enters the lytic cycle. When the viral DNA gets attached with the bacterial DNA, that is known as the lysogen, and that type of virus is known as a prophage stage. Lysogenic cycle. In the lysogenic cycle, the virus infects a host cell as it infects in the lytic cycle. It penetrates the genetic material. The genetic material gets integrated with the host DNA or attaches with the host DNA, replicates along with the host. All this process completes under the 6 steps. First step is the attachment of the bacteriophage over the membrane of the bacteria. Second is the penetration of the genetic material inside the bacterial cell. And third is the integration or addition of the bacterial DNA along with the viral DNA. And fourth is the replication of the viral DNA along with the bacterial DNA, and the formation of chromosomes, formation of bacterial cells, sister bacterial cells. The life cycle continues, the life cycle of the virus continues along with the life cycle of the bacteria unless and until it gets induction. And when the induction is present, the viral DNA gets separated from the bacterial DNA and enters the lytic cycle, from where it makes the different virions and makes a colony of that virus. This whole process can be understood as follows diagrammatically. First of all, we see the adsorption. In the diagram, we see, first of all, the adsorption. Adsorption of what? Of bacteriophage over the bacterial cell. In this, the bacterial DNA is present, and that bacterial DNA is known as bacterium lysogenic strain. Now the bacteria, second is the penetration of viral DNA. Second step is the penetration of viral DNA. As soon as it gets attaches, the pins make the hole, and from that hole, through that hole, the viral DNA enters the bacterial cell. As soon as it enters the bacterial cell, the viral DNA attaches to the bacterial DNA, and this process is known as integration of viral DNA, and the so-called stage is known as the prophage stage, where the DNA gets attached with the bacterial DNA. And the life cycle, after the prophage stage, the bacterial DNA replicates, and the viral DNA also replicates along with the bacterial DNA. The bacteria continues its life cycle. It divides into two cells, daughter cells, and then the phage is attached with that bacteria only and forms many progeny. When some induction is followed up, such as the UV radiation, the viral genome is released from the bacterial genome. This viral genome, as soon as it released from the bacterial genome, here in this cell only itself, it stops the machinery of the bacterial cell and disintegrates it and follows the lytic cycle and makes the copy of its DNA, that means the viral DNA, and following the lysis of the bacterial cell, and a numerous amount of phages are released. We can see here also that how a phage infects a cell. Phage infecting a cell, bacterial cell, the phage DNA being incorporated with the host DNA. It replicates and the cell divides, and the prophage DNA is passed on the daughter cells. That means the progeny of bacteria is going on along with that of the viral DNA. As soon as a trigger comes or an induction is received or under stressful conditions, the viral DNA is excised from the bacterial chromosome and it enters the lytic cycle. Phage DNA replicates and bacterial DNA disintegrates. Phage proteins are made, new phage particles are assembled, and the release cell is lysed, and while releasing the different phages. In lysogenic cycle, the phage DNA also enters the cell through attachment and penetration. Instead of killing the host, the phage genome integrates into the bacterial chromosome and becomes part of the host. The integrated phage genome is called a prophage, and this whole process is known as the integration. A bacterial host with a prophage is called a lysogen, and the process in which a bacterium is infected by a temperate phage is called as lysogenization, and this life cycle of virus is known as a lysogenic cycle. It is typical of temperate phages to be latent or inactive within the cell. The virus remains inactive within the bacterial cell. It does not functions as a virus. It is a part of the bacterial DNA. As the bacterium replicates its chromosome, it also replicates the phage's DNA and passes into the new daughter cells during reproduction through a series of generations. Unless and until during lysogeny, the prophage will persist in the host chromosome until an induction is received, which results as soon as the induction is received or the bacterial cell cannot survive the phage. What the phage does is it removes itself from the or excises its genome from the bacterial genome and replicates itself and enters a lytic cycle and undergo, after producing many virions, it may enter into a lytic cycle or a lysogenic cycle for its life. What are the significance of the lysogenic cycle? Why we are studying this, or what are the significance of this lysogenic cycle? If we see in this type of reproduction, or in this type of life cycle of phage, the presence of phage DNA in what? In the bacterial DNA may alter the phenotype of the bacteria, since it can bring in extra genes, because some extra genes are added in the form of the viral DNA. For example, some toxin genes that can increase the bacterial virulence. This change in the host phenotype is called as lysogenic conversion or the phage conversion. Some bacteria such as Vibrio cholerae and Clostridium botulinum are less virulent in the absence of prophage. If prophage is not present, or the viral DNA is not present in the bacteria such as the Vibrio cholerae or Clostridium botulinum, they are not so much virulent, or they may not cause a diseases. But if the phage DNA is present along with the bacterial DNA in the Vibrio cholerae as well as in the Clostridium botulinum, the virulent or the disease causing factor increases in these bacteria. The phages infecting these bacteria carry the toxin genes in their genome and enhance the virulence of the host when the toxin genes are expressed. In case of Vibrio cholerae, phage encoded toxins can cause severe diarrhea. In case of Clostridium botulinum, the toxin can cause paralysis also. If we see the lytic cycle, now will compare the lytic cycle with the lysogenic cycle. In the diagram, it is clear that bacteriophage is having a DNA. This, when attaches with the target bacteria, and target bacteria is having its own bacterial chromosome. When it attaches and injects the bacteria into the bacterial cell. This process is similar in the lytic cycle as well as in the lytic cycle. As soon as it enters, the viral DNA decides whether it has to go to the lytic cycle or whether it has to follow the lysogenic cycle. First of all, we will see that what happens in the lytic cycle. In the lytic cycle, phage DNA enters into the into the bacterial cell, and where it stops the replication of bacterial DNA and starts its own genome replication. As soon as it replicates its viral DNA, it forms its various proteins, translate proteins for the protein capsids and for tails. Then the assembly of the particles takes place and the cells are being lysed, and a number of progeny are produced outside the environment, and the bacterial cell is dead. What happens in the lysogenic cycle? In the lysogenic cycle, the viral DNA enters the bacterial DNA. It integrates with the bacterial DNA, and after this integration, the life cycle of bacteria carry on along with the phage DNA, that is known as a prophage, which gives it a virulent factor, which increases the virulent factor of the bacteria. When the unfavorable conditions occurs or the bacteria is being induced by various factors, this bacterial along with the phage DNA enters the lytic cycle. The phage DNA, it removes itself from the, or excises itself from the bacterial DNA, and they both get separated, and then that phage DNA follows the cycle of the lytic cycle. and this is how this completes its life cycle, both the lytic cycle as well as the lysogenic cycle. The major difference between the lytic cycle and the lysogenic cycle is that in lytic cycle, number of copies of the phage are produced, whereas in lysogenic cycle, the phage DNA integrates with the bacterial DNA and provides it virulent factor and gets introduced itself along with the bacteria and replicates along with the bacteria. It does not produces a number of virions. The bacterial cell does not dies. The references from which I have prepared this topic are the General Microbiology, Pawar and Daginawala, and the Microbiology by Dubey and Maheshwari. I think you have understand my topic. If not, any queries you are having, you can contact me at 99774 my WhatsApp number, and you can also send me your queries at shamabaig@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening to me.